taxes are a function of the economic policy team of the government. The economic policy team is made up of the economic management team and the economic advisory council. Bawumia sits on both. Chairs the economic management team. He chairs the cabinet subcommittee on finance. No, he's the chair of the committee of the economic management team. He's the chairman.
Yes, but he doesn't implement.
With him, Yenko Bawumia website, the campaign website.
Okay.
Bawumia.com. Bawumia.com. Also, now Obi Biara or Tieno on Koso. We call the campaign website. They say click to enter. Now you go in. We check here our biography. Meet Bawumia. Biography. Now Ewomni, and this is it. This is it.
Yes.
Good. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. He chairs the economic management team, which is broadly responsible for one, shaping the government policies. But you call meet Bawumia, who call meet Bawumia.
Enter. So you click here to enter.
Yes. And then biography, fantastic. Yes. I mean, kind from Mahamudu, so that say the kind baby. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia is the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. He chairs the economic management team, which is broadly responsible for shaping the government's policy and guiding their implementation. And he is telling us about him.
Yes.
One can say a year advisory, or say he shapes government policy and guides the implementation. So it's not just the policy, but even the implementation. Guides it. He is at the forefront of a broad inclusive development strategy in Ghana, involving, among others, the leveraging of digitized government services to transform the delivery of public services and digitalizing the economy with an overall objective of building Ghana's digital economy. And see,
so this is where he explained when you talked about the dollar CD exposing you that his explanation was the usage of digitalization to solve our economic problems.
Nana,
Sam,
I'm just trying to establish for you. Say, if the man says, I only advise.
Yes.
Where you in the campaign website.
Yeah.
Where you in your okafano. Or say, he is the one responsible. He chairs the team.
Yes.
Responsible for shaping government policies. And it doesn't end there. You see, it's one thing to shape the policy and then leave it for somebody else. But he says he is responsible for guiding the implementation as well. So you cannot extricate yourself now from the policy and say, minimum share. Because, yes, sir, he's speaking from both sides of his mouth. Which one do we believe? A man who we cannot believe, we cannot trust to run this country. A man who can be truthful about what his role is. Yeah, you ask yourself, all the so-called interventions about Bawumia see why. First one now, I see why. Ghana Post GPS.
Yes.
Jack, where are you? Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Let's be honest with ourselves. If you use that app, is it different from Google Maps?
Not at all.
Not really.
Not at all.
Is it not just the interface? I would be rim and yet the only difference from Google Maps. And now we're Ghana. We send the OB location pin. And yet Google Maps now they send the location pin.
Yeah.
And yet now the coffee. Yet we paid somebody for that. We paid 5 million of taxpayers' money for that. Meanwhile, there was Snookcode that had developed a similar thing that was ready to do it for free for Ghana.
Yeah, but this one we have an address at the moment. Now you can put your address there that this is where I live, like Coco Bank. Now you be address they give you.
Sir, I didn't TV3 and our media general premises. One building. In fact, Onua, this is your building.
Yes.
Mijinahana me generative address.
GHA.
It is different from Mijina Donano. Give me a different code. How do you have addressing that way? We've all seen postcodes across the world.
Yeah, sure.
If you use the zip code in America, it gives you a number of addresses which are physical addresses. And for example, if my postcode in the US is 08830 in New Jersey, when I enter it, if the website wants me to give specific addresses, that website, that postcode has a number of about 100 addresses under that postcode. So you then go, which one is your address? On Grand Avenue, on Grand, you pick the particular address. So to every zip code, there are physical house addresses. If you go to the UK and you give your postcode, in the UK it's called postcode. If I give my postcode there, SW1046, again, there are specific house addresses that are under it. With GPS code, no. What address is linked to it? It's all over the place. One building, you can have multiple addresses. So how do you call that an address? Jack, where are you? Really, Jack, where are you? Interoperability about Bawumia eka hunsem. Look, let's break that myth today. Maybe I'm for review. As far back as 2015, 2016, me use MTN now use Vodafone now to me send it to maybe I'll review. Me send it to no ma send it token.
Yeah, token, yes. Sure. There was a certain token.
Me send it token. Who the token no kwa? Who bought token now?
Yeah.
Now you try.
Yeah, sure.
But when you're direct.
Then Bank of Ghana. I can say, look, we even want to make this direct without the use of a token. And say, we tender. Company be a for almost 17 switch and a BB. We need contract. The reason they won the contract was because it was going to be done as a BOOT project.
Okay.
Meaning that a buy and fund is baku kapre and you will fund it, develop it, operate it over a period of time, and take a percentage to cover your cost. Now, Bawumia goes around saying that NDC was going to do this for at a cost of 1.5 billion. The 1.5 billion was the estimated value of transactions that will happen over the 10 years a BOT will happen. So when you want to calculate what the percentage you will agree with the developer of the software, you have to have a projection. Say, yeah, 1%. Who be say me 1%? Me see there be me 1%. Me 0.5%. But it must be of an estimated amount. That is what will allow you to do the calculations.
So that was the estimated amount.
It is estimated value of transactions that the whole project will process over 10 years at 1.5 billion. Take the contract that Bank of Ghana signed with 15 Switch and read it. In there was no payment from the Bank of Ghana. Bawumia, you went and paid $4.5 million for the same thing that would have been done for free for us. And even after paying $4.5 million upfront, the company that has done it still gets a management fee. So who did it cheaper? You see, we can go on and on and on. If there anything Bawumia says digitization.
Onua 95.1 FM. 95.1 FM. Yeah,